What's going on YouTube? Cejaman back with another figure review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Hot Toys Iron Man 3 MMS 215 1/6 scale collectible figure IGOR. So this is one of the many armors that we are going to be seeing from Hot Toys that they're making from the Iron Man 3 movie. Now this is a big box, okay? Now this is something similar that was like the Hulk, the Incredible Hulk Hot Toys that we got. So the packaging is pretty basic, not basic, but it's just a regular box packaging, but it's very nice. You got the really cool image of Iron Man, or it is an Iron Man, but it's IGOR. You got little designs here on the background. I'm gonna show you the whole thing. I'll lift up the box so you can see like the bottom part right there. But you got a really cool image of IGOR right there in the front. Let's see, you turn this to the side. I'm gonna show you this as best as I can. It does read Iron Man 3. And then in the back, you got the little designs like in the background. It tells you like the credits and everything, the warnings, all that good stuff right there. And the same thing on the side, it just reads IGOR. And on the top, it just reads Iron Man Marvel, Iron Man 3. But that is the packaging right here. I already took the figure outside of the packaging, so he's not in there. I'm gonna show you exactly what it comes in, because he comes in the same kind of styrofoam packaging that Hulk came in. So you can see he comes with the styrofoam packaging, and I'll tell you this right now, Hot Toys really packaged and secured this figure very well. He doesn't come with really any accessories, just the batteries that you have to assemble yourself. So I'll move this out of the way. Check out, so you get this piece right over here, and then you get also this right here. It tells you how to move some of the joints around and put the batteries in the figure. And then you get the batteries right here. So I already put them all in. Now let's go ahead and take a look at IGOR. So here is the figure already assembled with the batteries installed, and he's not gonna fit on my turntable, so I couldn't do a 360 look at him. So what I'm gonna do is kind of pick up the camera and pan around him so you guys can get a close-up on the actual figure. But he is massive. I think what would have made this figure a lot more better, given the price for the figure, I think it would have been if it was maybe had a little bit of die cast to it, because when I looked at the images, I really thought this guy was gonna have some kind of like die cast on him. But overall, a really cool figure. So I'm gonna lift the camera up so you guys can see a real good close-up on the head sculpt. You guys can get a close-up right there. So I'll just pan through the figure. You can see some battle damaged marks right there. He's got a little bit of scuffs and whatnot, and there's the light that he has in the center of the chest. He does have some in the palms. He's also got some like warning, labels right there, some emergency stuff right there, if you can even see that, if that's even picking up on the camera. And you can see it does read US Army. And all the little battle damage, little scuffs that he has going on. Very cool, but that head sculpt is very nice. And it kind of reminds you of like a huge turtle. And then there's the arms. You can see some more writing there, but we'll get to that in a second. And then we come down to the feet. Let me zoom out a bit, and there's the feet right there. Bring the camera back down, and then I'll show you a side view of him. Show him right over here. And I'll pick the camera up just one more time here for the side, and you can get a close-up right there at the head sculpt. You can see how he's kind of like hunched back. And you come down here. All the great detailing. And there's the side look at the feet. And again, he does have, like I said right here, he does have like a little bit of warning labels and what have you. So that's the side view of him. He does have this compartment right here on the arm. If you turn this around, you can see some of the like the gears and stuff. This part right here can come out, that little part. I don't really know what that does. And then he's got this little thing right there in the back. Not sure what that is either. And then the back has a lot of cool stuff right here. I mean, just look at like the back of the arms. You can see how cool that really is. This one also has a little piece that comes out. You can see that there. Very cool. Then I'll show you guys a close-up as well. He's got another little like warning label on the back. I'll see if the camera will pick that up. But that's very cool. The spine on this guy looks very clean. You can see that right there. And he's got these like little things right here on the top. Not sure what they're for. Don't think they move. I'm not going to bother, messing with them a whole lot. I'm not going to want to break my figure. And then there's a lower shot of the legs right there. This guy is fairly large to review on the desk here, so I'm doing my best. And then you can see like right here as well, he's got some little bit of like gears. You can see that right in there, right over here. We'll bring this guy back around, but the arms, like the lower arms, have a lot of cool little detail to it. I mean, just look at the paint right on there. I think it just looks great. And the same thing with the hands. You can see right here, he does have individual articulation like in the hand. So you can see he's got the finger articulations, like you can bend them, make a closed fist. It's got like part of it's blue right there on the hand. And then he's got some more, like a little bit of like writing right over here, like a warning label. Not sure how much that's gonna pick up, but he's got some writing there. Just a very, very well done figure. And then you got some more right over here as well. Yeah, you can see all that writing there. Battle damage on this guy looks cool. Also have a little bit of like reading information on the bottom of the, like on the lower neck there. If you lift his head up, you can see there's more like caution and warning labels right on there. And the light up features on this guy is just, oh, it's amazing. He is very, very bright. So he's got a light up feature on the head, and to get to the light up feature, the button, you just remove the top of the head. Now this is a lot easier compared to other Iron Man figures. If you lift the head down, he's got a compartment that comes off on the top. So you just pick this part up and then you got the switch right there. So I'll go ahead and turn that on. You just close this back up and you can see how bright this is. Not sure how well the camera's gonna pick it up. I'll show you guys a shot with the lights off, but you can see it is very bright. And especially like the arc reactor here. Just lift this compartment off and the switch is right here. Now this one is bright. You got that light up, and then the hands, sorry, I just hit the camera. The hand part, you gotta get here. You gotta snap this piece off right here in the hand. If you guys can even see this, there's a little piece that's to come off, and then you switch this on. You gotta have to move the hand. The hand pops off too, in case you're having trouble like put the batteries in and whatnot. Yeah, see, I'm having a little bit of trouble getting the switch. So I might have to pop the hands off to do this. So let me go ahead and pause this really quick. And there is IGOR with all the light up functions turned on. So you got the eyes, the center chest, and then the pulse, oh man, I forgot, pulse reactors I want to call it, but the hands light up, the palms light up. Totally forgot the name. So everything is lit up. I'm going to turn off the lights here. I'll turn off some of the lights. That way you can see how bright this sucker really is. So you can see it is fairly bright. I'll turn off the ceiling light too. I got one more little light here. And there you go. That's him fully lit up. Here he is, the side by side of the Hulk. You can see, I'm not sure if this is really going to show like a scale, but you can see he is a little bit taller than the Hot Toys Hulk. Alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I try to review this as best I can. It is a fairly large figure and the space that I have is kind of limited, but it is a beautifully sculpted figure. The lights on it are very, very bright, so if you guys get this in person, you guys will know what I'm talking about. But he's got a lot of great detail. The size of this guy is enormous. It's very, very big. I think the plus side about the figure, again, is the lights. He's got great articulation. I'm sorry guys, I don't really go over a lot of the articulation on my figures. I really don't like messing with the joints a whole lot. I'm afraid of them breaking, and if, as you guys know, these are not cheap figures. I mean, this one is almost going to be $500 picking this up. So, I mean, it's not for every not for every collector, unless you're a completist or if you really just want to get all the Iron Man Hall of Armors. But it is a great figure again, and the height of it's good. The paint on it's good. The battle like damage features, like the little scars and everything, not the scars but the scratches and everything look great. The head sculpt's great, the articulation's great, the whole different fingers articulating is really good. The only downfall I would say is that, I mean, I think it should have been maybe a little bit of die cast. And other than that, I mean, the price is a little bit too much for the figure. I think maybe just a little bit down in price would have made it a little bit better. But again, the articulation for a figure this big is cool. You don't get really any accessories, but this figure totally makes up for it. Unlike the Hulk, I think the Hulk should have came with something, like some kind of an accessory, but this one here, it just, the figure you get is definitely worth it, and it's Iron Man. And I mean, I know a lot of you guys know you guys are tired of all the Iron Man figures, but you gotta admit, as much as, you know, they release an Iron Man figure, they're really, really good. They come out with really good material. Alright guys, let me know what you guys think about the figure. You guys gonna pick this up? Also, don't forget to drop a comment down below. Subscribe if you guys haven't subscribed. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Take care.